Welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to be seeing what is faster, going around the map, well, this way or the other way. It is, yes, a very stupid question, but to be fair, the game is 12 years old. Like, what else am I supposed to ask at this point? But there is some interesting aspects to this. So the main thing I wanted to find out with this relatively easy stupid test is whether the elevation change kind of matters, like direction wise and steepness, and how like the car interacts with that. As you can see, I sped up some parts because, well, some parts are just very boring, but some parts I will, have a normal speed just because they're a little bit more interesting. So for example, the part right there in the beginning, the hospital casino area, there we have an uphill, which, well, in the other run will be a very massive downhill. And that's interesting to kind of look at if those areas actually make a difference, or if it's just, well, they go uphill the same amount of, well, distance and downhill the same amount of distance. It's just about the steepness. If that really matters, we will see in a second. I also try to, like in the other run, you will see, I will try to keep lines. For example, this, I won't go through the tunnel, because otherwise the lines are too different and it's just a totally different distance. Also in this run, I try to avoid any kind of like weird boosts and stuff, like just trying to race normal, clean. So yeah, here you can see, once again, just straight, nothing interesting happening here. Here, this section might do something. It's cornery for both sides, for sure, but obviously it's different. But then again, this is kind of similar. Like in the other run, I also have to let go here a little bit and kind of coast or brake through that corner. But yeah, nothing crazy. And here also very quickly coming up, I didn't bother to speed this up. We have the corner close to Fort Zancudo. Also, once again, like in the other one, I will also use this side of the corner just to make it fair, so it's not a lot shorter and everything. And this is also the second big downhill area, as you can see here. It goes quite downhill. However, it's not crazy steep, also not crazy long. We do have some elevation coming up here a little bit. Also a kind of like cornery section. It's not crazy corner, you just have to pick your line. You can still full throttle it, but you can see like car getting a bit twitchy there, like even taking a good line. But yeah, it's quite doable. And as you can see here, we kind of finished the cornery section, and I will speed it up right after, because after this is just gonna be some more flat out corners, as you can see here. Once again, a little bit of elevation change, but nothing major. So here I would predict that there's not that much impact. Once again here, this area is actually interesting, because for us this is the end. For the other car, this is actually the start. Although it's only a small little downhill, I guess, but it's still a downhill nonetheless. But here we're coming up to the finish, and we can see we have a time of about 6 minutes and 9 seconds, 6-9. Of course, slight mistakes and whatever add up quite a lot, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. Could be 6-8, 6-9, kind of that range. Here we have a second run. Well, as you see, we have a little downhill, and like I said, like this is quite boring. So I speed up quite a big part because it's just flat out. Flat out. Here we have to corner a bit, but like nothing crazy. The first few corners are coming up right about now, with this little cornery section shortly before Fort Zancudo. Here we just go flat out. The only part we have to watch out is right here. But also you see here like it's going downhill, which makes this also a little bit more interesting. Where we might see a little bit of a difference. Yeah, then here we're coming up to the uphill actually. This is where you might see a difference, because it's, well, as you can see, uphill. But there is a lot of little bumps here that maybe make this car go up the hill a little faster than it would have. Then we have this section which we go through quite nicely from this side. And then we're coming up towards the cornery section where we actually have to brake. I think is it the only place where we really have to brake? Well, kind of. We have like one on us, but we also have to kind of lift. I don't think we really brake here. Maybe from this side we do. Yeah, from this side I think I end up doing it a little bit. But you can kind of coast through as well and then go through. It's really similar to the other side. Like this one could be a difference, but like it's very similar. Like the approach from both sides is, well, by the Rockstar developers, made quite similar. Yeah, here we once again have like a very long straight section. I think, yeah, Like I'm recording this with the editor, so like I can see how much is sped up. I sped up a lot. Yeah, like I said, here we're taking not the tunnel but the other side just to make it a little fairer. There are some corners there, but like nothing to write home about, I would say. And here again, we just keep going and keep going. Yeah, I also keep going on this left side just to not have like a different inside line and stuff, to make it, well, a very comparable comparison, I guess, because otherwise it's just a different route essentially. Here we go a little bit on this side because I decide, yeah, whatever, but like this is very straight. This is not like the inside line. And here we go to our second part where we have to slightly slow down so we don't crash too much. But I think I can actually get that a little faster, but nothing major. And here we are already getting towards the end, and as you can see, it's slowly edging towards that 6-9 time. And in this one, we actually get a 6-8. Slightly faster, but then again, very marginal. However, I did another run. This one is sped up a little bit more because you guys already watched this video, so I was like, let's not do a whole nother run and make this video unnecessarily long. This is actually a run where I use tryhard method. So I use all the optimal lines. I use brake boosting here, the little trick where you go here, which gives you a little bit more curb boost effect, which makes you faster than actually going straight. Even wall boosting, you know, everything basically. This could have been even faster if I missed, if I hit a couple more brake boosts, but it's already quite fast. You see a brake boost there again. I really tried to like, yeah, even go on the sides where there's like the terrain is slightly more bumpy, so it would give you a little bit of a boost. And as you can see, yeah, I've sped it up. It's going quite fast, but yeah, this part is going to be boring nonetheless. It's not a lot you can boost here. This is notoriously flat part. It's the part Broughy uses for his testing because it's, well, a flat straight part. Here we can wall boost a little bit again. Oh, next up is coming up actually quite nice brake boost right here, like, whoop. This is a very nice one, very clean. If you want to practice brake boosting, great spot for that. Randomly found it out, thought, well, great. Because the fun thing is I never really use that. Well, I do actually, but only for missions to be fair. Usually I use the tunnel. Yeah, here once again just curb boosting everything I can. Also in a second here I'll go to the right because, well, once again a bit more bumpy than the normal road. And here I try and sand it as hard as I can, slide a little bit, but it's okay, I compensate with the good lines. And here we go, we even go over the yellow part. The yellow part is slightly bumpy, which is fun. And then we go through here, really like pushing it a lot. And here we actually stay to the right instead of going to the left, because the right side here is a little bumpy, which gives you a little bit more speed. Use the bumps right there, and then we even use the bumps on the tunnel right here, because there's a little curb on the side of the tunnel there, which gives us a tiny bit more speed. But yeah, this run, like, it takes a lot more effort, a lot less safe than the other one. The other ones are like very chill, like poop, poop, poop. This one I had to do a couple times just to like really hit everything. And even some of the curbs, like, yes, you can hit them quite consistently, but sometimes they're quite close to like a building and stuff, or like an object. And then if you hit that, you lose quite a lot of time. So in the end, yeah. Also, if you have traffic, you can't always do these kind of lines. Of course, you can do them in between, but yeah. But anyway, so we'll see what time we get. And actually, time-wise, we're not even that distant. We're 6.4, only 4 seconds faster over a, well, 6-minute lap, which is a lot of kilometers just full speed. So in the end, like, it doesn't even matter that much how much you curb or brake boost, especially on this kind of track. But it can definitely make a difference on like other tracks where you use more acceleration. But of course, this was mostly top speed focused. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and well, enjoyed a stupid question like this. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.